Shilo Sanders. You ever feel like the world already expects you to be someone before you've even had a chance to define yourself? That's been Shilo's reality since birth, being part of the Sanders family, a name synonymous with excellence in football. People see the last name and make assumptions, but Shilo has always made it clear that he's here to write his own story. While the spotlight shines on family legacy, he steps onto the field with a quiet confidence, showing the world that he's not just Deion's son, he's an athlete with his own vision, talent, and ambition. Shilo Deion Sanders, born February 9, 2000, is an American professional football safety. He played college football for the South Carolina Gamecocks, Jackson State Tigers and Colorado Buffaloes. He signed with the Buccaneers in 2025 as an undrafted free agent, but he was cut during the preseason. He is the son of NFL Hall of Famer Deion Sanders. Born in Tyler, Texas, Shilo grew up in a household where football wasn't just a game, it was a way of life. With a father like Deion Sanders, excellence was expected, but Shilo learned early that legacy alone wouldn't guarantee success. His mother, Pilar Sanders, and siblings provided a grounding presence, helping him understand the value of hard work, humility, and patience. Football, for Shilo, was not about proving he belonged, it was about discovering who he was and what he could achieve through dedication and focus. At Trinity Christian School, Shilo began to carve out his reputation. Unlike his older siblings, he faced the challenge of both family expectations and personal aspirations. Every game, every practice, every throw was a test, not just of skill, but of character. Shilo quickly demonstrated that he was more than a name, he had intelligence, athleticism, and an innate sense of the game that separated him from his peers. Coaches often noted his ability to read the field, anticipate plays, and make decisions under pressure, skills that would become critical as he moved into college football. Shilo's journey took an important step when he committed to South Carolina, joining the program as a defensive back. While some assumed he might take an easier path or rely on family influence, Shilo's focus has always been on earning his spot through performance. On the field, he's known for speed, agility, and a keen instinct for reading opponents. His defensive plays are marked by precision and timing, reflecting countless hours of training, studying game film, and honing his craft under pressure. Shilo Sanders isn't just Deion Sanders' son, he's a character all his own, and trust me, the story writes itself. Standing at about 6 feet tall with the swagger of a cornerback and the grin of someone who knows cameras love him, Shilo carved his own lane as a hard-hitting safety. His college career saw him shine at Jackson State in Colorado, where he built not just highlight reels but also a fan base that couldn't get enough of his flair. Off the field? Well, let's just say his journey has been as dramatic as a Netflix series, nil deals worth $500,000, bankruptcy headlines that had everyone talking, and then redemption with a 3-year contract from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers worth nearly $3 million. That's peak Sanders energy, setbacks, comebacks, and always a little bit of showtime. Sure, the numbers on his net worth bounce around more than a football on wet turf, but Shilo keeps proving that the Sanders name doesn't just guarantee attention, it guarantees entertainment. Whether he's knocking receivers off their routes, flexing for the cameras, or dropping one-liners that go viral, Shilo is living proof that the primetime gene runs deep, and he's only just getting started. What sets Shilo apart isn't just his athletic ability, but his mindset. Growing up in a high-profile family, he understood that people would compare him to his father and siblings. Instead of letting that intimidate him, he used it as motivation to create his own identity. Every interception, tackle, and defensive play is a statement. Shilo Sanders is here on his own merits, ready to compete, to lead, and to succeed. Off the field, Shilo maintains a balance between personal growth, academics, and athletic training. Though social media offers glimpses of his life, he carefully chooses what to share, prioritizing development over distractions. He has cultivated a reputation as disciplined, focused, and approachable, a combination that makes him respected not just by teammates, but also by coaches and peers across programs. His presence in the locker room inspires younger players, showing that confidence and humility can coexist. Financially, Shilo Sanders is beginning to establish his own profile. While not yet at the level of his more famous siblings, his dedication, emerging talent, and growing visibility in college football indicate that sponsorships and nil deals are likely in the near future. His focus remains on developing his skills and earning recognition through performance, which ensures that any opportunities he gains will be rooted in merit rather than expectation. One of the most compelling aspects of Shilo's journey is his leadership. While he doesn't always seek the spotlight, he demonstrates responsibility in every play and every interaction. His approachability, combined with a relentless work ethic, allows him to influence the culture of his team positively. Coaches praise his professionalism, consistency, and ability to elevate others, a hallmark of a player destined for long-term success. Shilo Sanders' story is also about resilience. He has faced comparisons, expectations, and public scrutiny from an early age, yet he consistently responds with performance rather than words. By focusing on what he can control, preparation, effort, and mindset, Shilo has shown that true strength lies in action, not in legacy or fame. In 2025, Shilo signed a 3-year contract with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers valued at $2.965 million. However, his financial path hasn't been without challenges. In 2023, he filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy, citing liabilities of approximately $11.3 million, primarily due to a legal judgment from a 2015 incident. Despite this, Shilo's name, image, and likeness valuation reached an impressive $1.1 million, reflecting his strong social media presence and endorsement deals with major brands like Google and EA Sports. While his financial history includes significant hurdles, Shilo's recent NFL contract represents a potential turning point. If he secures a spot on the Buccaneers roster, he stands to benefit from performance bonuses, incentives, and additional sponsorship opportunities, which could substantially enhance his net worth in the coming years. He exemplifies the principle that while family names can open doors, only personal dedication and discipline can sustain a career. Looking to the future, Shilo's potential is immense. As he gains more experience, refines his technique, and continues to showcase his athleticism, he could emerge as one of the premier defensive players in college football. Analysts note his combination of physical skill, mental acuity, and leadership as traits that position him well for both collegiate and potentially professional success. His trajectory suggests that he will not only build on his family's legacy but also create one entirely his own. Beyond athletics, Shilo's personal development is equally significant. He understands the importance of balance, humility, and integrity. By maintaining close ties with family, focusing on education, and remaining grounded despite increasing attention, he models a path for young athletes who aspire to excel without losing themselves in the process. His story is as much about character as it is about athletic achievement. Shilo Sanders' journey is a reminder that legacy can be both a blessing and a challenge. It provides access and guidance, but it also brings scrutiny and comparison. The measure of success, as Shilo demonstrates, is not in the name one carries but in the choices one makes, the work one puts in, and the consistency of one's effort. Every practice, every game, and every decision off the field reflects a commitment to being the best version of himself. Shilo Sanders is more than just a member of a famous family. He is a rising defensive talent, a leader, and a young man determined to carve his own identity. From the fields of Texas to the national stage of college football, he embodies dedication, resilience, and individuality. While comparisons to his father and siblings are inevitable, Shilo has made it clear that he is charting his own course, one grounded in hard work, focus, and integrity. So now, it's your turn. Have you ever had to step out of someone else's shadow to define yourself? And what steps do you take to balance expectations with personal goals? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's celebrate the story of a young man proving that he is more than a name, he's a talent forging a legacy all his own.